Just coming to that comfortable position, and your palms, if it's okay, turning your palms up. And then we're just going to, whatever position you're lying in, you're just going to place your right palm on top of your left. So just kind of gently, right palm on top. And if it's okay, just close your eyes and just circle your shoulders a few times, and really being aware of that movement, that sense of movement around your shoulders and your neck. Take your attention to your right ear and just let your right ear just drop towards your right shoulder, so you feel that length down the left side of the neck. So we're just bringing our attention to sensations. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, just lift your head, just back to neutral. Settle there for a few moments and just notice the echoes in your body. And then just drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And it's not going to go all the way if you're lying or sitting, just kind of adapting to however that means to you. You're breathing all the time and you're aware that you're breathing. Being aware of the space between the left ear and the left shoulder. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, just bring your head back to centre and really having a sense that your head is balanced, central to your shoulders. Just draw your chin slightly down and then just stop. And just being aware of the tiny, tiny little movements that rest around the jaw and settle around the neck. And then taking your attention to your hands, just slightly push the palms together. Spread the fingers wide. So you're creating tension in your hands and you're pushing the palms together. And you're tracing the cascade of movement or feeling that goes from the palms to the wrists, to the forearms, to the elbows, to the upper arms, to the shoulders. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, relax the hands. Stop pushing. And just let the hands just slightly rest together. The palms just slightly touching. Be aware of your breath coming in. And as you breathe out, just turn the palms up and let the palms come to rest on your thighs if you're sitting, or down by your sides if you're lying down. And just keeping your attention on your hands where they connect to what's beneath. Knuckles, the space between the fingers. And can you be aware of the weight of your hands? Nothing more, nothing less. And now taking your attention to your breathing. Being aware of your breath as it enters your body. Being aware of your breath as it leaves. And having a sense of the whole of your breath. And as you breathe, taking your attention down from your hands to your legs, to your feet, far, far away from the breath. And not pushing or changing or doing anything with your feet, but just feeling. So you know that if you opened your eyes and you look down, you could probably see your feet, whether you're wearing socks or slippers or shoes. So we don't have to look or visualise. We're training ourselves to feel without moving, to sense, experience without change. And there might be warmth or coolness in your feet, heaviness or weight, tingling. It might be something else, or you might be feeling quite numb. And numbness is an experience. So whatever you're feeling, just feeling because you can. And with this practice as well, training yourself to be aware of simple things. And again, bringing your attention to your breathing and resting with an awareness of nothing else but the breath and your body. And as you breathe in this way, allowing yourself to notice any particular part of you that arises. There might be comfort or discomfort, coolness or heat, weight, heaviness. Pain even. And seeing if you can be aware of that sensation without reacting. But is there a possibility of maybe breathing into that area? So in this way we learn to be aware without reacting and without changing. Noticing a particular part of our body that feels most intense or intrusive or draws our attention. But knowing that we don't have to react or change. And understanding that just by noticing, there is a possibility of shifting. And change lies not in forceful pushing or pulling, but just in kind and generous observation and settling into and being with. And using your breath to draw you back and start again. Sitting in quiet, knowing that you're sitting. So there's a subtle difference between visualising yourself sitting here and knowing, feeling. And now just taking your attention to your nostrils, or that part of the body that rests just between the nostrils and the upper lip. And just feeling the breath as it enters. And feeling the breath as it leaves. So just perhaps refining your attention a little bit more. And the feeling of the air as it comes into your body might feel a little bit cooler than the air that leaves. And if it feels reasonable with you, when you next breathe in, just repeating to yourself, I breathe air into my body. And as you breathe out, the breath leaves my body. So on the in-breath, I breathe the air into my body. And as you breathe out, the breath leaves my body. And now revisiting, perhaps the beginning of the practice, when you noticed yourself, how you feel right now. The weight of your hands, physical sensations, feelings in your feet, the physical sensations, the feeling of your breath, the physical sensations. Allowing yourself to notice those parts of your body that perhaps have a little bit more of intense feelings, whether they're pleasant or unpleasant. And bringing yourself to a sense of you. And being aware that just by these observations, through these noticing, these practicing of noticing, you may be experiencing something different now to how you felt at the beginning of the practice. And then as we sit here, perhaps just repeating to yourself, if I feel I am alone, I'm not. If I feel that I hate, I do not. If I'm angry, it passes. And if I am sad, it will not last. If I feel I am alone, I am not. If I feel that I hate, I do not. If I am angry, it passes. And if I'm sad, it will not last. And allowing those words to settle, to rest. Knowing that through the rest and through stillness, we find comfort, quiet and peace. And it all begins with a sense of our body, feeling of our body, sensations that are there to be felt now, and our breath. So as the practice comes towards its close, maybe just turning your palms downwards, so just creating a little bit of movement and feeling the fingertips in contact with something. Maybe just pressing the tips of the fingers down and then let go. Do that a few times, pressing the fingers down and then let go. Circling your shoulders, dropping the chin. And just opening your eyes downwards. So you know where you are and the first person you see is you. And you allow the feelings that you feel, the emotions that are there, to be felt. So we're not trying to block anything. We're allowing ourselves to be who we are, to be human and to feel. And to be aware of all of ourselves. From the soles of our feet to the tips of the fingers to the crown of the head. And only when you're ready, you lift your gaze.